only other day, there was, as you know, a landmarked victory.
Absolutely beautiful.
Nation of Islam, High Court win against the Met Police and Lambeth Council.
Yeah.
Right? Which obviously will have a major impact for reasons I'd like you to explain. But in between all that, there's this, and I don't want you to really delve into that. I'd rather you deal with the impact it can have on us. But within that, straight away, we've got division.
Yeah.
We've got this muddy water of how we're supposed to move forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll deal with the win first.
Yes, please.
So power to Hakeem Mohammed and the Nation of Islam's elbow and all of the groups who were involved, like the Global African Congress, the Libel team, Rashid Nix. I was at the park on the day, and I got there after the jumbo screens had been turned off. Okay. Farrakhan giving a keynote speech to the Rasta movement, the reparations movement, and the Nation of Islam in Kennington Park. Now, here's where I admit where I was wrong, because what I said is I wouldn't have turned off the screens for a request from the police. But those with a greater wisdom and foresight knew why they were doing it. Yeah, because remember, I spoke about our inalienable human rights.
Yes, sir.
It's understanding that this is not civil rights now. You don't get to choose whether I have these rights. These are my inalienable human rights. So when they went and created a case, they knew that their inalienable human rights had been contravened. So no matter how much money Lambeth and Lambeth police spent, they knew they were going to win the case. It was inevitable. So when they did win the case, where they had to pay fees for the nation and the consortium of over £1 million, and they won the 92 grand, that was a landmark, not because of the money, but because of what was accomplished. And now, every time we have a class action with the government, and trust me, they are coming, I'm privy to know, we will utilize these case precedents that were established. And also in Bristol, Esther Costa Soze and the Stop the Mangamizi movement, who are now in place to hear a reparations case. So there's another consortium that I'm involved with that are involved in that to compile and make that more robust and add value, because it's about adding value. So I'll say one more thing. I'm not going to circumvent the question of division. There are men and women in our community who know exactly what that means in the Nation of Islam at this time.
They know.
And well, there is a division with our family in the Nation of Islam. And rather than go into that, what I will say is there are men and women in our community that I call custodians that I've spoken to personally about mediating that family situation, because sometimes some of us will come and be so grandiose and like children who are just too obtuse and get a joy from it. We have no joy in any fractures in our family. We only ever want to see our family healed. And if we want to demonstrate that, then we should be more in the room of mediation than the Hollywood platform in blowing it up on social media. Now, I don't use that as a slight for how information was delivered the other day from my brother Kwaku, because I do believe that my brother Kwaku was correct in what he said and how he addressed it based on what was delivered. It wasn't necessary in that way, shape, or time. And whether it is Hakeem Mohammed or any of us as a community, including me, we are all accountable to our community, and we must feel free to criticize each other with constructive criticism and love, with no malicious intent, because we grow from that. And we will never get to a position of so much hubris that we feel we're above our brothers and sisters.
Excellent.